undefined, soul's desire. You don't even know what you did. Now I'm on fire, fire, burning, burning out of control, taking me higher, higher, a feeling I can't hold on my own.
And welcome to My Psychic Connection. Yes, I'm back after a couple of weeks away. I'm Innerji The Metaphysical Crone, and I'm so excited to be here because there is going to be so much happening in tonight's show. I hope you are well. If you are, send me some hearts that show you are well. I would love to see those. Now let's talk first. Oh, Cat, thank you. Blue hearts, my favorite. Love, kangaroos, and a rainbow of hearts. Thank you so much. I really appreciate those because we are all about sharing the love here at My Psychic Connection. But before we get into all the love, because it's Valentine's Day tomorrow in some parts, and here it's Valentine's Day in Australia. But before we do that, I want to go over the show rules. So just remember that on Adrian, thank you, blue and purple hearts. I kind of like that color theme. So with the rules, remember we don't do any general questions here on the live shows. The reason for that is it can take time to dive deep into them, and we may tell you stuff you already know. But if you would like to have a general reading, you can pop on over to mypsychicconnection.com. We have a wonderful array of psychic readers there who can do that general reading for you. The other thing that we don't do is we don't do any medical or legal questions. Now, for the medical, that does include pregnancy and death predictions. And for the legal questions, it's anything associated with the law, with a lawyer, inheritance, custody cases, all that sort of thing. All that is best left to the professionals. And in some countries, unless you are qualified as a medical professional or a lawyer, it is actually illegal for you to give advice. So we are just going to not go there with that. So keep those medical and legal questions for the professionals. The other thing that's new that is happening on the show, with the free readings, what we want you to do is make sure that you like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, put comments in the chat on Facebook, put those emojis in, because the people who do that will actually go to the top of the queue when it comes to the free readings. And this is all about energy exchange. You know, we love to pay it forward here at My Psychic Connection, but we love to receive the energy back. And we want to share our platform out far and wide. So remember, if you would like to get a free question answered and get to the top of the queue, then you need to do that. The like, share, subscribe. Now, of course, we have our donated readings. Now, with the donated readings, you go straight up to the top of the queue. And the choices that we have tonight are the quick read, the mini, and the mega. Now, I'm not doing mediumship tonight, but that doesn't mean that you can't have a mediumship reading if that is what you are looking for. Once again, you can go over to mypsychicconnection.com and choose a reader who is absolutely wonderful with mediumship there. The other way that you can enjoy a mediumship reading is to pop onto either Psychic K's show, Destiny K's show, or Journey Ryan's show, because they are awesome mediums. So you will never have to miss out. The other thing too is if you decide to go over to mypsychicconnection.com, if you choose to sign up for the first time, you will receive your first 3 minutes of your reading absolutely free. Now, you know from seeing the free readings here how much information we can give out in a short time. So that is absolutely awesome value. And of course, with the donated readings, $1 from every reading will go to the wonderful St. Jude's Children's Hospital. They offer such wonderful service for kids who are suffering from different illnesses. So an absolutely amazing donation to make. So we hope that you will do that tonight and pay it forward along with us. So my show theme for tonight, You might have guessed it's the air element. No, I'm not being an airhead tonight, but it is all about the air element and the mental, the logical, but more about that later. Of course, as usual, we've got crystal connection coming up later, where you can try and guess the crystal that I chose before the show. We also have our lightning round, the yes, no. Oh, that one's a challenge for me. I think it's a challenge for all of us here at My Psychic Connection, just saying yes, no, or undetermined. And of course, we have the mystic moment. Like Love says, I'm an airhead, lol. I would never call you an airhead, love. I would just say that you have a lot of thinking that you do instead. Got to turn it around to a positive, don't we? So I think that's where we're at. The emoji competition, it's on, it's happening, it's right now. So if you haven't started already, put in those emojis. As you know, I love kangaroos, but I also like koalas. But because it's Valentine's Day here in Australia, and of course it's heading into Valentine's Day in other parts of the world, oh, look at all these hearts. They're beautiful. And Lexel's here and says, hi, Innerji, sorry I'm late. Hey, you're here. That's what counts. I'm so happy to see you here. So remember, oh, love that you are sweet, Innerji. Hang on, I've just got to do my little sweet face. Oh, forget it. I'm not sweet. And Amanda, look at all the beautiful purple hearts there. That is awesome. So, yep, that emoji contest a little bit later on. The person who puts in the most emojis is going to win a divination reading from me. Okay, I think we've got everything going. Let's take our first question. Who do we have? Wow, we have a donation and it's a quick read and it's from our beautiful Emma. Emma, thank you so much for the donation. It does help our platform, and of course $1 from your donation will go to the St. Jude's Children's Hospital as well. Now, Emma is asking, how does Joe feel and think about me? We are not together, but we message and there is flirting, etc. But I'm confused as he can be hot and cold. Doesn't that drive you nuts when people are like that, going hot and then cold? All right, well, let me use my love deck, which is very appropriate for the Australia Valentine's Day, and see what's going on with Joe. So I'm going to have a look at how he is feeling about you. We'll put out some cards for that. Okay. The first card I have for you, Emma, is the Three of Pentacles. He likes doing things with you. He likes being around. He likes the connection, but it's not a love connection at the moment because Pentacles are about the practical things, or coins if you like. And I kind of feel he's kind of busy with his own stuff as well. I feel like work is very, very a strong commitment for him at the moment. I feel he's quite an ambitious person and he puts a lot of his energy there. So that's what I'm seeing with that Three of Pentacles. I also have the Three of Wands reversed, and he's not good at taking the first step. That's why he's running hot and cold. You know, he will step forward a little bit and then step back. I kind of feel that Joe is a little bit afraid of commitment. And Emma says, yes, he works so much. Yeah, career is at the forefront of his mind at the moment. And unfortunately, relationships aren't factoring in right now. I've also got the Five of Swords, and I kind of feel that communication between you isn't very good either. I feel that you're not both on the same page. I feel that you're wanting more from this. You are wanting it to be a more of a romantic relationship, but that's not where he's at. And I feel if you push it, it is going to create arguments between you. So just be careful about that. The other thing too is I have the Devil card reversed. Now, people freak out about the Devil card. I kind of like this one because she's a strong woman when she's upright. But I kind of feel that the Devil card is more reflective of where you're at. I feel that you want this so much, but you have to stand up. And Emma says, yes, I agree. And I feel, Emma, what you've got to do is you've got to stand up in your own sense of value, your own sense of worthiness. Are you prepared to sit around and wait for this person while they make up their mind, while they move forward in their life? Or are you ready to take your life into your hands and move it forward? Let's add some T coins to all of this for you. And it's a really good specific question, by the way. That's a great example. Now, I've got the mushrooms. So I kind of feel that there's some hidden factors around Joe. I don't think he's in another relationship, but I do feel like there is other things going on that get in the way of him wanting to be in a relationship. I kind of feel maybe toxic relationships from the past, because mushrooms can be poisonous. So sometimes I see the mushroom as a toxic hidden situation. So I kind of feel that he's putting the filter of the past into the present when it comes to you. But I am not seeing a romantic energy here at the moment. I feel that you want to support him. I've got the cane. You want to support him. You want to be there for him. But this is a two-way street, Emma. He needs to be there for you. I feel that for you, if you keep pushing this, it's not going to work out. You're going to get into arguments, because we've got the swords here. Swords are about communication. So I feel that maybe as time goes by, you need to just step back, observe, and see where it goes. And maybe just see if Joe will take the lead at some point, because I feel that you're the one that's pushing this forward. I feel that you're the one that's kind of taking the lead. And yeah, there is a bit of flirty stuff going on, but it's nothing serious. That's not what I'm seeing. So as things stand at the moment, I am not seeing a long-term relationship here. I feel enjoy it for what it is, but until he works out what he wants, and you work out what you're prepared to accept, what you're prepared to compromise on. And Emma says, yes, I get that. Absolutely. Sweetie, you are a beautiful, gorgeous person. Don't you deserve more? Don't you deserve more than what you're accepting at the moment? And you're not in a committed relationship with Joe. So feel free to date other people. Put yourself out there. Start meeting other people as well. People get this thing in their minds that, if I like this person, I can only date them until they like me back. No, play the field a little bit in a nice way, but play the field a little bit. Get out there, meet other people. And Emma says, spot on. Emma, you are so welcome. And there's the bell. I've got my first bell of the evening. I'm very happy about that, because I, for one, do like the bell. All right, look, Emma, I hope that's been of help to you. Thank you so much for donating. And Emma says thank you. I really appreciate that you donate not only to this platform, but also $1 going to the wonderful St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And, Emma's question brings up a really big point about relationships, particularly when we're not quite in one, but we would like to be, and we're not sure what the connection is. And I actually pulled this card out before the show, and I did not know why I was pulling it out. Now I do know. It's about being worthy of yourself, valuing your own worth when it comes to relationships. It's not all about giving, it's about give and take. So this is for everyone. If you're looking at someone who you've got the pity pat of the heart for, and they might have the pity part of the heart for you, but no one's making a commitment, then look at the value, look at your self-worth, and ask yourself, what am I prepared to do to be in this relationship? And am I valuing my own worth by that decision? Oh, I'm sounding very serious tonight, aren't I? All right. I hope you found that to be of help for everyone. And now I know why I drew this card out before the show, because I didn't have a clue. I was just really drawn to doing it. And of course, with it being Valentine's Day here in Australia, happy Valentine's Day, whether you are in a relationship or not, whether you are looking to be in one, or whether you're looking at self-love, because Valentine's Day is about self-love as well. And of course, if you are in other parts of the world where it's not quite the 14th of February yet, then, preview of a coming attractions kind of thing. All right, let's go to our next question, please. Who do we have? And we have Amanda. Hello, beautiful Amanda. And Amanda asks, hi, hun, is there anything I should know about my marriage? And is there anything I can do for us to get closer again? All right, Amanda, let's have a look at the situation of your marriage and what you can do. Another great question. And once again, I'm using my love deck for this. Okay, let's see. So around this marriage, I do feel that, previously there was a lot of give and take in this marriage. I've got the Six of Pentacles. You know, there was a lot of actually seeing. When we're in a relationship, sometimes, you know, we look at each other, but do we really see each other? And I feel that that is what's been lost. There isn't that really looking at the other person. Whereas earlier in the marriage, it was very much a beautiful give and take and really seeing the other person, where they were at, what they were doing. And I feel that that is no longer the case. I also have the Knight of Swords, and I feel everybody is just too much in their head at the moment. I feel there's a lot of overthinking. I feel like there's lots of negative self-talk. I feel that there's a lot of criticism, because the Knight of Swords is about movement, and it is about rushing in where angels fear to tread. And I feel that the communication that you are having in your marriage is not being thought through. It's time to speak and think. It's time to think and speak, not just blurt it out with emotion. So that's where I feel it's kind of at the moment. And I feel that one of you in the marriage is not really paying attention to the other. I feel that there is opportunity for this to improve. If you have a look, we've got one person on their phone and the other person looking to that person. So I feel that there is an imbalance in energy. Now, what can you do about it? Let's have a look. And we'll do another card or two. And I'm sorry, Amanda, we do have the bell. Thank you so much for your question. And of course, if you, Amanda, or anyone would like to have a longer, deeper, insightful reading, make sure that you donate by clicking in the comments in the chat, and I would be happy to dive a little bit deeper into that subject as well for you. Now, tonight's show theme is the air element. The last couple of shows, I've done the fire element, the water element, and now we're up to air. And as I said before, people think air, airhead, you know, it's a common word, it's a common term, isn't it? But the air element actually symbolizes movement. It symbolizes change. It symbolizes communication. It symbolizes freedom, ideas. It's energy circulating. And because air is invisible, it also represents the unseen forces that we have in our lives. The only way we know that air exists is when we breathe in oxygen, when we see wind brushing through the trees. But air itself is completely invisible. And this makes it quite a fascinating element when it comes to metaphysics and when it comes to spirituality. But it does also symbolize swift movement of ideas. So one way you can utilize this air energy is to think about air, think about ideas, think about moving quickly, think about things that you want to bring in, and also the exchange of knowledge. The air element is also about communication as well. And we've been talking a little bit about communication tonight, how vital it is between ourselves and others. And also communication with ourselves is also an air element as well. Going back to ancient civilizations, because I do like to do a Miss Squirrel who does mythology and history of astrology, and I like to do it with the elements. And ancient civilizations recognized the significance of this element, and they actually placed it among the classical elements, which of course are fire, earth, water, and tonight featuring air. Spiritually, air really features very, very strongly in practices such as meditation. We do a lot of breath work when we meditate. In yoga as well, in that air movement and that breath work again. And it's also very, very a strong component when we're doing energy work, such as energy healing or energy balancing. Now, if you've got any questions about the element of air and how you could use it in your life, pop some comments in the chat. I would love to talk to you about it, because air is all around us, isn't it? And it's not something we think about. It's a bit like a heartbeat. We don't pay attention to our heart beating unless it goes pitty-pat with love or something. So yeah, if you've got any questions about the element of air, how you can use it, pop them in the chat and I will do my utmost to answer them for you. Okay, it's time for Crystal Connection. I love Crystal Connection, and I love Psychic Case Crystal Corner as well. We're kind of like crystal sisters when it comes to the good old crystals, but tonight it's Crystal Connection. Now, before the show, I chose a crystal. I can't hold it up because it's a big one. I can't hide it in my hands. So what I want you to do is I want you to just use your intuition or put in as many guesses as you can. We've got about 3 minutes. We'll do it for 3 minutes. And the person who guesses the crystal will win a divination reading from me. So I'm not giving you any hints yet. You just start putting in the crystals that you think I might be holding just here. And as we go through, I'll give you a little hint. But I wanted to talk, oh my goodness, Adrian, are you psychic or what? Yes, it was rose quartz. Congratulations. It kind of seemed appropriate for Valentine's Day to use a beautiful rose quartz heart. And of course, rose is all about love, unconditional love, love in all its forms, romantic love, love for your children, love for your pets, love for yourself, love for your friends and family. Beautiful, beautiful love. All right, so Adrian, I am going to do a crystal reading for you using my crystal deck and some crystals. Now, of course, this is the only time I do a general reading, where if it's the winner of a competition or I just choose a card, but I don't do general readings when it comes to questions in the chat. So let's have a look and see what your reading is with the crystals. Oh, beautiful. Oh, my goodness. I'm so happy for you. The first card I have, and Adrian says, I love rose quartz. Perfect for Valentine's Day. So true. So true. It is perfect. And I have another perfect crystal for you. It's labradorite. And this is all about magic. It's known as the stone of magic. And for you, Adrian, with this reading, I want you to look for the magic in your life. I want you to look at what you can manifest. What can you create in your life using this energy of magic? Magic is when we do things that we normally don't think we can do them. It's about manifestation. And the other card I have for you is chlorite. Now, chlorite is a green stone. I actually have one here. That was a coincidence. I had this here from the other day. This is chlorite in quartz, and this is a strong physical healing stone. So it can really help with healing. But what I love about this green chlorite is also healing for the heart as well. So it heals physically and it heals emotionally. So I kind of feel for you that in terms of you healing yourself, you need to find the magic again and focus on that healing aspect. Let's draw one more crystal for you because it's Valentine's Day. I want to share the love. And what do we have? We have tiger's eye. This is a beautiful golden tiger's eye. And so this is about getting things into alignment. If you see the striations on the crystal. So I feel looking at how you can heal your heart, how you can heal yourself in your body, and how you can just think outside the box and use some magical intentions, then it is going to work for you. Things will come back into alignment. And it's also, of course, a stone of confidence, self-esteem, and abundance because it's related to that solar plexus chakra, which is your central sun. So I kind of feel in summary that it's about doing some healing for you as a person in those different areas of life. And it's about setting those magical intentions, knowing that they can work out. Thank you for playing Crystal Connection. Wow, that was such a quick answer. That definitely was an intuitive answer for that one. Now, of course, as part of the air element, I want to talk a little bit about a special crystal that I like to use for air. I like to use it when I need to be logical, when I need to be organized, when I'm studying, and the one I'm talking. And Adrian says, love tiger's eye and labradorite. I will have to order the other one soon. Yes, bring on the healing. Thank you so much, sweet energy. Thank you so much, sweet Adrian. And you've just reminded me, if you would like, this is for everyone, if you would like to go onto a healing list for some Reiki healing, put some blue hearts in the chat, in the comments, because I am a Reiki energy balancer. I don't like to call myself a healer because I believe the healing comes from within the person. I just provide the energy to flow to you so that it can be used in the way it's most needed. So do that if you would like. But back to fluorite. Isn't that a beautiful piece of fluorite? A fluorite heart. Fluorite, well, it's all about empowering the mind. It helps us with thinking. It helps us with making reasoned reasoned decisions as opposed to impulsive, non-thinking decisions. It can balance the energy between the right and the left hemispheres of the brain, because we have our left hemisphere, which is more that logical side, and then we have the right side, which is more of our feeling, creative side, and it brings them together in a synergy that allows for great decisions to be made. This is the other piece of fluoride I have. So this is a tower, and this one's interesting because it's in a matrix. It's in the matrix where it was found in the earth. And what this fluoride can do, it can clear the mind. It increases your ability to focus, helps you to learn, helps you to remember. Do you ever have those days where somebody says something and 10 minutes later you go, what? Fluoride can be of a great help with that. It can help you to have deeper insights as well. It also works on the third eye chakra. And if I hold this one up, you'll see that there are all the different colors there. This is, I guess, a rainbow fluorite, and it's got green and purple and white in there. And I think there's a touch of blue in there as well. So with that purple in there and the white in there, it can work on that third eye chakra at the forehead. It can help balance those energies out. Because the third eye chakra isn't just about our psychic abilities and our intuition, it is about our logical thinking mind as well. And so it can help bring balance. I do hope you found that to be of interest. Is fluorite a favorite crystal of yours? If it is, give me a yes in the comments. And if not, what is your favorite crystal at the moment? Is there a crystal you like to use if you're studying or if you're trying to learn, or if you want to communicate with someone clearly? That's another one for this. I would love to see what are the crystals that you like to use in your life. Okay, let's go on to our next question, please. Who do we have? And we have Lexi. Yes, Lexi, sorry. And Lexi says, hi, Innerji. Do you think my mother will make positive changes she promised? Also, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. Oh, sweetheart. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well. Well, let's look at what's happening with your mum. And we'll see. So will she make positive changes? I'm going to put a timeline on it because, you know, if we don't put a timeline on it, how long is a piece of string? It could go on forever and ever, or it could be really short. So let's look at the potential of your mum becoming more positive in how she lives within the next 12 months. Let's have a look at that for you. So let's put out some cards. I feel it's going to be a bit of a mix and match kind of energy over the next 12 months. I kind of feel at the moment she wants to make some changes. I've got the Ace of Wands reversed. Wands are fire energy. And so I feel like, yes, she wants to, but she feels she can't. But there is a small window of opportunity for her at the moment. Over the next 3 months, I do see her possibly making some small changes, trying it on for size, so to speak. But what's been put in my head, I get words put into my movie screen inside my head, and the words were, it is hard to change habits. So I kind of feel try a few new things, but then we'll fall back. That's why I feel it's kind of a mix and match kind of move forward in her becoming more positive. The next 3 months after that, I've got the Page of Coins reversed. So I don't see any change. So I kind of feel in the beginning, there'll be this little bit of, yeah, let's try a few things, and then sinking back into the old way of being. And then the final 3 months going into that, I've got the Page of Swords reversed as well. My sweet, I'm sorry to say, but I think she is very set in her ways. I feel that for her, change is very, very difficult. Thank you so much for your question, and I'm sorry it is not better news. And Lexi says, yes, that is often her habit. She will make a small change for a couple of weeks and then go back to her old ways. Yeah, and it's something that, you know, this is for everybody, every single one of us who wants to make a change or wants to see a loved one make a change. Unfortunately, it's got to come from inside the person. No matter how much we love someone, no matter how much we can see the way they are is not helping them move forward or helping them be more positive, they have to be the one that really wants to do it. And they have to learn to be consistent about it. But change is jolly hard for most people. And it does take patience, effort, and time. So thank you very much for your question. And I'm sorry to say that, yeah, no change. Okay, now a little bit more about, I want to just quickly, just something popped into my head very quickly. Emojis, keep putting those emojis in. We've got the emoji game coming up later. And Love's got some emojis. Amanda's got the blue heart. So that means you're going to go on the Reiki list, Amanda, as well. Thank you so much for all those emojis. Keep putting them in. Okay, let's go on to our next question, please. Who do we have? It's not just one question, it's lots and lots of questions because, yes, it's the lightning round. And so with the lightning round, I want you to start keying in those yes or no questions. Yes, no, or undetermined. That's all I can say, no matter how much I want to say more. So remember, yes, no questions are what will happen, won't it happen. We don't use who, what, where, why, and how, because they're what is classed as open-ended questions. Whereas if you ask, will this happen, won't this happen, the answer is a yes or a no. So start keying them in. And here we go already. Wow, you're all fast on the keyboard tonight. Loving it. So Emma says, will my brother's relationship last with his girlfriend? Oh, I've got to dive for this one. Undetermined. Cat, will I do good on my test next week? No, and there's a but in there. I'm sorry, I can't say more. Kelly, will I get a new job soon? Oh, yes. Emma, will anything happen with Joe? Physical. I'm assuming you're meaning some sort of physical chemistry. No. Rafaela, what a beautiful name. Will Martin talk to me tomorrow? I'm sorry, my dear, no. Audrey Jean, will Wes continue to talk to girls online? Yep, sorry. Cat, is Jay mad at me? No. AA, will I have a boyfriend this spring? Now, I've just got to do a mental adjustment here because I'm in the Southern Hemisphere. So I need to do it for where you are in the world. Let me think about spring energy. Yes. Emma asks, will my nan's house sell soon? No. Lexi, will my first time cooking a roast dinner for my husband tonight be successful? I'm smiling already, yes. AA, is David mad at me? No. Emma, will I see or hear from Joe today? No. Audrey, will I be able to stay in the home I own? Yes. Adrian, will I be teaching in 5 years still? Oh, undetermined. I want to say more, but I know I'm not allowed to. Will I get an A on my test next week? No. Audrey, will Wes still cheat online? Yes, sorry. Will Kaylee move back home? Oh, yes. Jen asks, will I get further communication from Ali Abak? No contact for approximately 3 months, please, and thank you. No, sorry. Adrian, will my boyfriend and I be together still under the same roof this time next year? Undetermined. Emma, are my kids happy? Yes. Wow, doesn't that 3 minutes go fast? I can't believe it. Oh, look, like just as all of our wonderful psychics here say, it is so jolly hard just to say yes, no, or undetermined. Because when we ask a question about something going on in our life, it's very rarely that black and white. It's very rarely just that yes or no. There are so many different aspects and components to it as well. So, but thank you for playing the lightning round. Now, I just want to remind everyone, we have amazing YouTube content here at My Psychic Connection. We have it every single day. We have it weekly. I think we've even got a monthly one. I can't remember, but I know we've got every single day. So if you're having a moment where you feel you need a little bit of advice in your day, hop onto YouTube. We have so many different things. I spill the tea once a week. I do numerology. I do crystal connection. Kay does the enchanted spreads. Journey and Destiny Kay do all the angel numbers, which I absolutely love. And the latest one is Miss Squirrel's moon phases. Absolutely awesome. So you never have to be without us. So make sure you check out YouTube. And of course, we want you to like, share out far and wide, and subscribe. And of course, here on this show and on all the live shows, make sure you're putting comments in the chat. Make sure you're putting emojis in. Answer our questions, because we want to chat with you as well as do readings. And that way you will be moving up the queue for the free readings. And of course, if you would like to donate, simply click on the chat link that's in there, and you can choose tonight from a mini and a mega or a quick read, and $1 from that goes to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, a very, very worthy cause. Okay, let's go on to our next question. Who do we have, please? And we have Jen. Jen says, will I get more communication from Ali Abak from my past, who I met more than 20 years ago? I reached out to him and after receiving a message from him, and where will that lead for us? Okay. Well, Jen, I'm getting the feeling that you would like this to turn into more of a romantic relationship in the future. So let's have a look at where this connection might lead. And I'm going to use my love deck because it's Valentine's Day here in Australia and other parts of the world where it's the 14th of February at the moment. Okay, let's look at this connection. Okay, so the first card I have for you is the World card. Now, with this World card, I kind of see that you've both got to get on with your own lives right now. I don't see a lot changing in the near future. I feel you've got to get on and do what you want to do in the world, and Abak has to get on and do what they want to do in the world as well. So I don't see a coming together at the moment. From your perspective, this card is just confirming with the Two of Cups, this is what you want. You would actually like to be with this person for the long term. Look at that beautiful couple there. So this is your heartfelt wish. Now, will it happen? I don't know. I've got the girls just want to have fun card. I know it's the Three of Cups. I call it the girls or people just want to have fun card. And so I kind of feel that there's nothing serious in the offing around this. So that is really, really important for you to understand. You know, sometimes when we want something, it's not always necessarily there for us in the timing that we want it. Moving forward, I actually don't see a relationship of a romantic type coming up. I feel like there's been a lot of water under the bridge with this, and I feel like he has definitely moved on, and I feel that you need to as well. I'm not saying that you can't connect with this person in the future, but if you're looking for... Wow, that bell comes around fast, doesn't it? I'm sorry it's not better news, but I do hope you have found that to be helpful. Now, back to tonight's theme, the air element. Yes, I'm feeling a bit like an airhead tonight. It's like, woo, flying high, so to speak. So one of the things I wanted to talk about are the symbols of the air element. Some of the most obvious symbol of the air element is the bird, because it flies. It's up in the air. It uses air to hover. It uses air to fly. And they've long been seen as messengers of that air element with that ability to just soar high in the sky. And for many birds as well, such as the eagle, it is about seeing things from the bigger picture. So that's another way that you can use the element of air in how you are visioning or envisioning something you want to do in your life. The other one is feathers. Feathers are also representative of birds as well, and that holds very special symbolism as well with the lightness of air, that movement, that floating. Feathers are more of a floating energy. It's beautiful to watch a feather floating on a windy day. And also it's connected to angel communication as well, very, very strongly. And of course, The most tangible expression of air is wind, whether it's a gentle breeze or whether it's a tornado. And we need air. We need all the 4 elements to work together. Air element with water can create a tsunami. Air element with earth can create a tornado. Air element with fire can create a wildfire. Now, those are the extremes. We can tone those down. And air and fire elements are compatible with each other as well. So a little bit more about the air element. And remember, if you've got any thoughts on the air element, I would love to hear from you. I'm in the chat with those as well. Okay, I think we must be coming up to, yes, it is. It's mystic moment. Now it's time for energy here to calm down, because I'm so excited to be back. But for tonight's mystic moment, we're going to take a little mini meditation journey using the element of air. Doing these mini meditation moments can be really helpful during your day if things are very frenetic, if you feel things are getting too chaotic or you feel you're not coping. Just taking a minute, just even a minute, to do a little mini meditation or mini contemplation, it can really be helpful. So I want you to close your eyes. I promise I'm not going to do anything silly while your eyes are closed. So close your eyes, and I want you just to breathe in and out through your nose. And I just want you to start to slow your breath down. Breathing in and breathing out. And as you slow your breath, you'll feel a sense of calm coming through you. And then you're going to take another deep breath in through the nose. And as you breathe in, you visualize that air, that oxygen, air energy, traveling through your head, traveling down through your body, traveling through all the muscles and cells in your body. And you breathe out. And you breathe in through your nose again. And this time you visualize that beautiful air energy clearing out any negativity that is within your being, clearing out any thoughts that are stuck, clearing out what no longer serves you. And breathing in through your nose again and out, feeling your feet on the ground, you gently open your eyes. I do hope you found that to be helpful. That's one very simple way that you can use the air element in your everyday. Now let's go to our next question, please. Who do we have? And we have Kat. And Kat asks, how is Campbell feeling or thinking about me? We used to be romantic, but I haven't reached out in quite a while. All right, my beautiful Kat, let's have a look and see what is going on with Campbell in terms of his feelings or thoughts about you. The love deck is getting major action tonight, isn't it? Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Well, in terms of what he's thinking and what he's feeling, I feel like, you know, you've disconnected, and I don't see that changing in the near future with that Page of Swords reversed. I kind of feel that, no, he's not thinking about you, I'm sorry to say. The other card I have, now this card is specifically for you. This is the 9 of Cups. This is about you being true to you. 9 of Cups is about self-love. It's about being independent in loving relationships. And I kind of feel while there is this curiosity and this kind of leaning towards connection, I feel like you've got to get your own self sorted out first. Now, I know that sounds a little bit harsh, but you need to sort of be really clear in your own feelings first. You know, why are you thinking about Campbell? Is there a reason that this has come up when there's been no connection, when there's been no communication? So it's really looking at your own feelings, and being air element at the moment, it's about analyzing them. It's about really stepping back, observing and analysing your own feelings around how you feel about Campbell. And I've got the 3 of Pentacles again. So, my sweet, I don't actually see a lot of communication happening. I don't see a lot of connection happening, you know, in the near future. I feel it will take a lot longer, and the longer it goes into the future, the less I see the opportunity. Let's add some tea charts. I haven't been using my tea coins very much tonight, have I? Silly me. There we go. We have the bell. The bell has gone. And Lexi says, Can we start daily meditation with energy? Shh, I've got some ideas around that. And Lexi says, that was so great. Thank you. I feel so much calmer. Thank you for that feedback, Lexi. That is really, really wonderful to hear. And it's a prime example of how we don't have to sit in the lotus position, cross-legged, like a pretzel and chanting Om. We can take just 60 seconds, 2 minutes to use a form of meditation and visualization to bring us back into that centered state. And with practice, it gets easier and easier. Okay, I think we should just move on to what we're doing next. So let's have a look. And we've got Gemma with a question. Gemma asks, can you see me attending both my sons on the 1st of June and brothers on the 29th of June weddings, or just one or none even? Thank you. Well, let's have a look for you, Gemma. And for you, Gemma, I'm going to use one of my new decks. I'm going to use my Mystical Medleys deck, and I'm going to have a look at both of these and see whether both, one or none. So we're going to have a look first at your son's wedding for the 1st of June. And let's see what we've got. I've got the Knight of Wands reversed. Now, Gemma, I've got something really, really deep to say about this. If you think you can't go, you won't. That's what I'm seeing with this Knight of Wands. This is a free will choice. If you really want to go to your son's wedding, what can you do now to prepare for it? Because it's, it's a while away. So what can you do now to get ready for it so that you feel that you can manage it, so that you feel you can manage the people, manage the day, the length of the day, manage the travel if it involves travel. But I do feel that it's your outlook that will determine whether you go or not. And the other reason I'm saying this is I've got the Five of Wands reversed. And this is saying that, you get caught up in the energies of everything. And I understand that you're a sensitive soul. And I understand that you have things that kind of create blocks for you. But I have to say it, Gemma, you can be your own biggest block sometimes, my sweet. So I feel like, if you really want to go to this wedding, your son's wedding, it is available to you. But you have to set it. You have to set the intention. Now, the second wedding. Let's have a look at this one on the 29th of June, your brother's wedding. Let's put up a couple of cards for that. I've got the Six of Wands. I actually, again, it's a free will choice, but I actually feel that if you can change your thinking around... There's so much I wanted to say about that because I was going to bring the two weddings together. Rats, never mind. But I do hope that little bit was of help to you. And of course, if you would like to delve deeper into this, then we would love for you to make a donation with $1 going to the St. Jude's Christian Hospital, Children's Hospital, not Christian Hospital, Children's Hospital. Although I think they're very Christian in their outlook in whatever way that word means for you. So, I just need to stop and breathe because I'm so excited again. Maybe I need to do a meditation for myself to calm back down. All right, the air element. Let's talk a little bit more about that. We did the mini breathing meditation. That is one way that you can use the air element in your daily life. Another way is to go out in nature, spend time in nature. Go out and sit with a gentle breeze wafting past you. It is just so lovely, so gentle, so soothing. Another way you can use the air element in terms of your mind is using it for creativity. Because ideas are coming in hot and fast with that air element, creativity is a strong component of the air element. So you can use that to journal, to write your ideas down. It's also for people who are musically inclined, it's a great element to bring into your life through playing music or listening to music. In fact, there's a beautiful classical piece called Air on a G String, the most beautiful piece of music to meditate by. And the other thing you can do is declutter. Declutter your space. Create air in your home. Open the windows. Do a cleansing. You can do cleansing with singing bowls, with sage. I like to use juniper and lavender personally. So you can do that as well. But decluttering, creating space, because air needs space. It is an expanding element. So out of all of those, what would you do to bring the element of air into your life? I would love to hear what you have to say. So pop your comments in the chat. But right now, let's go on to our next question. Who do we have, please? Questions, 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 questions. Oh, hang on. No wonder. It is emoji contest winner time. Love, congratulations. You are the emoji contest winner. Woohoo! All right, what will I do for you? I have so many decks of cards here. I feel like Cassidy the card slinger. And I always sort of look and think, which one will I use? Oh, I know. Here we go. I will use my Whispers of Aloha since it's Valentine's Day. And I always equate Hawaii and aloha with love, the breath of life, all that kind of thing. So love, let us do some cards for you and see what the message is. Oh, gosh. Okay. So the first card I have, this is an interesting card because it's called Care for the Emotion. Care of the ocean. And when I think of ocean, I think of oceans of emotions. So this is saying it is time for you to really pay attention to your emotions, to what you're feeling. Are you controlling them or are they controlling you? Because emotions can take over. And with the air element tonight, that's where you bring in that air element of logic and reason to balance out your emotions when they get out of kilter, when you get overly emotional or overly sensitive. So it is about looking at your emotions. And you can see the fishing hook on this card. This is Maui's hook in Hawaiian mythology. And so you need to hook into not just your emotions, but also to your logical thinking processes. All right, the other card I have is Choose Your Potential. I kind of feel that things are a little bit all over the place for you at the moment. Emotionally, you're being pulled in a lot of different directions. So I feel what you need to do is get into your headspace and look at it logically. Look at the options that are before you and choose the one that has the most potential and work with that first rather than trying to do everything at once. The other thing that is on this beautiful card, it's saying that it's your light to shine, not anyone else's. It's time for you to shine your light. Now, I know that's become a bit of a cliche over the years, but it is time for you to step into your own sunlight and not be in the background and allow everyone else to step out before you. And finishing off with a 2 coin for you, we've got the dragon. Whoa. Fire energy, yes. This is a little bit of a cliche, but it's important. Stand in your own power. Don't let your emotions overtake. Stand in your own power. Make logical decisions to get your balance. Focus on that one potential and put your energy into that. I do hope you found that to be helpful, and congratulations on being tonight's emoji winner. That was pretty awesome, putting in all of those emojis. Everyone's fingers must be running hot. I can't believe how many emojis I've seen during the show tonight. That is awesome. So one last little thing about the air element. I want to talk about color. And one of the colors associated with the air element is the color yellow. Yellow is a joyful, happy, sunshiny color. It's an energy color. It's a color also for self-esteem. It's connected to the solar plexus chakra. So think of it as your own inner sun with this beautiful yellow energy. But the other side of it with the air element is that it helps with our thinking processes. It helps with our intellect. It helps us to learn. Can you imagine combining a beautiful fluorite with a yellow color? Whoa, you would be able to study like that. So if you've got any exams coming up, or if you're learning a new trade or learning a new skill, then use the color yellow and use the fluorite crystal as well. Okay, let's move on to our next question, please. Who do we have? And Jasmine asks, what is V's thoughts and feelings about me? Does he like me? Let's have a look for you, Jasmine, and see. Here we go. Shuffling, putting out some cards for you. Oh gosh, for Valentine's Day, I feel like I'm being doom and gloom with the relationships tonight with the readings, but I have to tell you what I see. I've got the 5 of Wands reversed. So what I see with this connection is that they're there, but they're not there. They're there, but they're not there. So I kind of don't see a strong connection here. And I don't really think that they're putting a lot of time or energy into that connection. I also have the Queen of Swords reversed as well. And I kind of feel that you're getting caught up in your own head about this. You know, if you're not in a relationship, don't try and pretend to be in one. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. I know you would like the connection, but it's about looking at it realistically. And I've got the Hanged Man reversed. The Hanged Man is all about looking at things from a new perspective. And I kind of feel in terms of Campbell's feelings for you, I'm not seeing any change. It's the same as it was before. Let us add some 2 points to that. And we have the Tunnel. And the Tunnel saying stick to your path. Don't be overly focused on this connection. Allow it to grow organically if that is what is meant to happen. Because I'll be honest with you, I am not getting a clear indication from Spirit that this is definitely going to happen or not happen. I feel that there are some things that have to occur for you in your own life and that has to occur in Campbell's life for this change to occur. But at the moment, I just feel like he's just getting on with his own life. I've got the fish here. You know, he's focusing on that. He's focusing on his own journey. So I feel that for you, my dear, it's about, again, a bit like what I've said before tonight. We got the bell. We got the bell. Okay. Wow. We have come to the last question of the evening or of the day, depending on where you are in the world. Oh gosh, the show's gone so fast. It's all that fast moving air, you see. All right, let's see who we have for our last question. And we've got Audrey. Hi, beautiful Audrey. Kangaroos and hearts. Thank you. And Audrey asks, if Wes and I don't make it together, will I be able to afford the house I own on my own with just my kids living here? Well, let's have a look at what would happen if Wes wasn't living in the home and you and your kids were. How would that look financially for you? Let's see. Well, I've got a little bit of a tangent here, which I'll come back to. Okay. On one level, I know you're asking about finances, but I have to jump into this because I've got the King of Cups. Things emotionally will be a lot better, which means that you'll be able to cope better in dealing with the stresses and strains around finances because you don't have your emotions being pulled backwards and forwards if Wes chooses to leave. The other thing I see is I do think you will have a bit of work ahead of you. I've got the 8 of Coins reversed. I think you will be able to do it, but it's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take you and your kids working together, having a communal budget. Now, I'm not suggesting for one moment that you control your kids' budget or that they control yours. But, you know, if they're living in the house with you, everybody has to pay. Everybody has to pay their share. That is what I see. Everybody contributing. And the best way to work that out is to have everyone agree to a budget. So set a budget. Look at what your bills are. Look at what's coming in from everyone. Look at what the kids are contributing towards the house. Is it fair? Is it enough? And will that get you by? I do feel that you will be able to stay there. It's going to be really hard work, but I've got the 2 of Cups here, and I feel that you will be able to work it out with your kids because they're seeing eye to eye. You're seeing eye to eye with them. They may not like it at first, but that's the conditions of them being in the home with you. And finally, I've got the 6 of Cups reversed. And this is saying to me, for you, particularly Audrey, focus on the here and now. Let go of the past. Let go of the past around what... So much more to say on that. Never mind, never mind. Audrey, my sweet, I do hope you found that to be of help. And here we are. We're at the end of the show. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Now, don't forget, we are not done tonight. We are not done. At midnight tonight, we have the astrology breakdown with me, Innerji The Metaphysical Crone. We have Journey Ryan and we have our beautiful Astro Squirrel. So don't miss out on that because we'll be talking about the transits and all things astrology. And of course, you can ask astrology questions. Then tomorrow, a very special day tomorrow, being Valentine's Day in some parts of the world, post-Valentine's for me, but hey, I'm going to keep sharing the love. So tomorrow at 6 p.m, we have a special Valentine's show with our own Bunny Sugars and Destiny K. And then at 10 p.m, with Miss Squirrel's Whispers from the Forest, it's another special Valentine's show, and that is with me, Innerji the Metaphysical Crone, Journey Ryan, and of course Miss Squirrel being our host for the Valentine's Day special. And then at midnight tomorrow night, we journey, literally, journey with Journey Ryan and with our beautiful Psychic K with the Shadows of Dreams. So a great lineup. Thank you for being here. Happy Valentine's Day to you wherever you are in the world. Lots of love and kisses. See you soon.